next goal. Because truthfully, if you are making good money, like at the end of the day, the next milestone is just gonna push to the next milestone and the next one and the next one. Yeah. It doesn't actually change anything in your life. It's just a milestone.
Yeah. And like we referenced from like different analogies and stuff that you hear, it's like it's gonna be a mountain that you're always gonna climb, and there's never gonna be a top to any of it. It's never going to be a top, regardless of how big the mountain may be. And I feel like it's, like I said, just being in the space of being an entrepreneur, bro, it's so fucking easy to just see and scroll and see all this shit, the materialistic shit. And it's like, you look at it and it's like, damn, this does not excite me at all like I thought it would. This is not something where I have this urge to fulfill. I was telling Ian that, like, I'll see a car, I'm just like, yeah, it's cool, but like back then I would like, hell yeah, I want this. But now that I'm older and I'm mature, it's like, that is not something, an urge for me to fulfill.
Yeah.
It's like, what I value more than...
You hear about like material shit doesn't mean anything, this and that, you start to realize how true all this is.
The only thing that really brings me true, honest fulfillment in this life and in this world, but this is besides the money. That's why I don't focus on truly trying to just make all the money in the world. It's not like I'll be rich. Like I know I will make money. I'll be a millionaire. I'm not questioning that. Like I've always had that thought ever since I was in 4th grade. Like I know that. But in terms of everything around that, what fulfills me the most is being able to be with people that I like to like cut out outside of the money. Like, I don't know, based in relationships and shit around. That's like with the Miami shit. It's like a lot of that shit's based around like transactional. I don't like that. I don't like that, man. I hate it.
Gay, bro.
I hate it. And you can see it.
So if
let's
you're not
motherfuckers drop down to, they probably wouldn't at this point just because of so many connections. Once you build something, like you're just not gonna, but one of them drops down to like $20K a month. I guarantee you motherfuckers aren't hanging out with them as much.
Yeah, you're looked down upon.
Which is so sad, bro. It's like, what? It's like, are y'all even friends? Or are you just like little fucking business fuckers? Like, what?
And that's the thing, bro. That's the thing. That's how I just never will understand. That's why I think, even at the level of the money we make now, it's like, regardless, you get to 100K, 200K, 300K, your life's not going to tremendously change. And also, if anything, it's going to really amplify and show who you really are when you start making that money.
I mean, bro, we already know that, though, because, like, at one point, like, bro, my goal was $5,000 a month at one point.
Exactly.
Like, you too, like, and then, like, 10K a month. And then every single time that I make more money, it's like, bro, you just become... I don't know if numb is the right word, but you just become like used to whatever level you end up reaching, no matter what that level is.
It's an immune feeling.
That's the way it is when you hit 100K a month, 200K a month, 500K a month. Every single goal, you just eventually become used to it, and then you just want the bigger goal, the next one.
Yeah.
And that's where it's like, bro, literally after, like, I don't even know. I do look at everything as like everything happens for a reason, bro. And like this month with Michael's shit, we will have a slower month. I'll probably make like half of what I made last month. But it's like, I don't even care, bro, because this way I started thinking about it was at the end of that month, I had the biggest month ever in my whole entire life, made 50K. Like I literally would have, like that's a dream month for what I would have thought a couple years ago. And then it's like, what did I find myself? Stressed about how we were gonna push to the next level. Stressed about how, like at the end of the month, literally just stressed about how I was gonna top that the next month and make more. And it's like, bro, for what? What the fuck? Like, so I don't know, bro. There's a certain level that I do believe, like a certain baseline that you do need to achieve to have freedom in life in terms of finances, but
it's not everything though, bro. That's the thing.
Motherfuckers chase higher goals for no reason, like just for like the sake of doing it.
And they forget the reason as they go along, and that's the suckiest part. It's like not even necessarily trying to find a fine balance of like, okay, being rich and then also still be able to, you know, be myself, remain to what I really want to do. And that's the hard part around a lot of this shit, because money can change you. Money can change that for you if you don't stay true to yourself, regardless of like what happens and how you come up. So like, that's what I always say and focus on. Like one of the biggest things is not allowing the money be the sole reason why I'm after what I'm doing. I think that's the number one thing, is allowing myself to know, like, yeah, the money is going to solve different shit that I want to do. Like, rather that's, you know, retire my mom and shit like that. Like, that's something that will 100% be done. But after that, it's like, okay, what's next? So it's being able to know what's next after that. And maybe you don't know what's next after that, but it's being able to know deep down inside. Like, it was never about, okay, how can I make this much money, and then how can I be change and be this different type of person? Like, I think that's where a lot of people fall short.
Thing, bro. It's so easy to get lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
It really is, bro. It's so, I could especially see living in Miami, bro. I can't even hate on these guys at the end of the day because, shit, if I did move to Miami, which I easily could have fallen into that trap, I probably would have been the exact same way, bro.
Yeah.
I can see how easy it would be to get lost in the sauce in a place like Miami, bro. Like, get lost in the sauce when you fall into that.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. It just ties back to just everything when you come up into the space in terms of like even in high school, how it's very easy to be influenced by just little things or things that people do at a young age. It's very easy to like catch on and say, yeah, I'm going to do it because everyone else is doing it. Now that you're older and it's at a larger scale, you know, in high school is more at a micro scale. Now it's at a macro scale where you're able to actually realize and be a lot more self-aware. Because in high school, bro, we were not self-aware at all. I can 100% agree and say like there's no way a lot of motherfuckers are self-aware because we're all maturing and trying to learn. But now that you're older and you realize and you see it just from people around you or even in the space, that sets the example to say like that's exactly where I don't want to be or don't want to do. It puts everything into perspective.
It is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's all just human dynamics, just at different points in life.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Because people are older, because it has to do with money in real life, all of those things are just like amplified.
It's crazy. It's like a fairy tale at times to me. It's just like I look at a number on the screen.
It's life, bro.
Yeah.
It's just like the same shit. It's like holy shit.
That's why I tell people just don't get caught in chasing. So let it come, bro. Like the minute you let go and actually like even surrender yourself to God, whatever that may be, the minute you let go and you just say, I'm here, I'm present. I mean, it just becomes, your clarity becomes so clear, bro. I think one of the biggest things here, like I said, is my faith has grown so much stronger. And I don't know if it's because we've gone to church a lot more, but it's generally just to be able to detach myself, bro, just from so much shit now. Where it's like, it's no longer the goal of 50 or 100K, because I'll hit it. I know I'll hit it. It's not the question. It's like, okay, from there, what's next from there? But it's like, you don't know, so you just trust him, what he has in store for you. Because there's certain things you just don't know.
Yeah, because it's like, even to go like 100K a month, bro, it's like we've seen so many people do that at this point. It's like, it's not even that crazy of a goal. Like, it's not even that like crazy. It will be hit sooner than later, and it's like, yeah, exactly like you said. All right, so you process that 25th payment for 4K in a month, and you realize you hit 100K that month. All right, now what?
Literally.
The first thing on your mind is literally going to be, all right, how do we keep this pace up? What content am I posting tomorrow?
Yeah.
How many calls do we have booked tomorrow? And how many people am I closing tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be that endless hamster wheel of the exact same thing.
Yeah.
That's why it is true. Like, you can't put all your focus just into that, because you'll realize, yeah, 100K, you cross that in Stripe, or whatever in Fantasy, the next day it resets to 0 for the month.
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right, well, what's the next logical thing? Well, probably just push for more. But for what? Oh, I don't know, just because.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, that's the way it is, bro. That's the way it is to 200K a month, to 500K a month, to fucking $1 million a month, everything.
Yeah. Nah, 100%. It's never ending. At the end of the day, it will never end. It is never fucking ending. And that's just the way of it all. But I don't know. It's life. Like, it's weird. It's interesting, the space and the point of life, like point where we are in our lives. But like, it is very interesting. I think about it every day. It's just like, at the end of the day, bro, like, you continuously find yourself chasing continuously, like every single day. You will realize, like, if you're gone tomorrow, none of that shit was worth anything. It wasn't. It's all. It's vapor. You're gone. That's it. So it's like trying to be so fucking present every single day, being intentional with what you do. It's hard. It is hard. It is very much hard.
As soon as you start working, or as soon as you start doing something, your mind immediately goes to, what are the goals? What am I trying to accomplish?
Why am I not working?
The future. Like,
Yeah.
it's like that's where my mind, and it's sad, but I feel like that's where my mind is at. Literally, majority of my day is future me, not current me. Like, it's always thinking about future me, something else, something else. And it's like, that's not always a bad thing, but like you said, if you're not spending time present, actually just enjoying what's currently going on right now.
It can be though. It can be.
It can be gone.
It can be gone. You get so caught up in thinking what the future is going to look like, where you forget what's right in front of you. That's the biggest thing that you have to detach yourself from, is that outcome of what can be next. Because you want a property, you're going to get into real estate, that's going to come. So it's like, okay, allowing God just to do what he do, trust in what he's going to do. He's going to place you in the right position, right time, right property, and allow it to flow.
Right.
If it's meant, it's meant.
Instead of forcing, let me enjoy the process of looking
at the properties.
Let me like actively enjoy that process of sitting on my computer.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's the goal for the day.
Exactly.
If I can enjoy that process, like, I'm accomplished. It's not like I need the property. Like,
exactly.
That is the truth. Bro, even, that's something my parents fucking tell me all the time, because they think I, like, whatever, they don't want me to stress out about my future and whatnot. But they'll tell me that all the time. They're like, Nick, like, it is just, like, when is enough with, like, everything? Like, I'm like, damn, it is true, bro. Like, one day I'm gonna be fucking, like, my dad just turned 52. I'm gonna be 52 years old, and, like, bro, is anything really gonna matter about, like, what I'm worrying about right now, like how many properties I got when I was 20, or, like,
I try to live as a free soul, bro. I just try to live as a fucking free soul at this point, where it's just like, I'm down to do whatever, whenever. And it's so easy to see on social media that you need to be doing this at a young age. You need to be doing this. You hear it from people with big influence. It's like, people have their paths in life. People have the things that are meant for them that will come. Like, that's the thing. So, like, that's why I've just started to realize, like, regardless, even if it's like a trip or something I have interest in, or something that I really want to do, or something that I really want to change, I'm just doing it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do it.
Bro, you could go.
I can get on Love Island or some shit, or a TV show, and just do it.
You could go live in Bali for a year.
And just do it.
What, like, you're doing, or you could go live in some random farm town and pay $700 a month for an apartment. It's like that might be like what you're meant to do for that year.
Exactly.
Like, bro, there's literally no right or wrong. Like you could do whatever the fuck you want. I think that's the freest point to be at, and that's something I'm working towards. I feel like I've definitely improved on over the last, like, year, is just feeling like, okay, I can do whatever I want to do in my life. If I don't feel like doing something, I don't have to do it. If I want to do something, I can do it.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly.
But, yeah. 100K a month comes. It's just, it's literally not a matter of if, it's just, like, a matter of when. And who gives a fuck when.
Yeah, exactly. You just forget everything. I mean, you forget the process, like you mentioned. Like, it's little things that we'll take for granted when we're just solely focused on this one thing. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be solely focused on whatever it may be, either that's your goals or whatever that is. But there becomes a point of time where, like, even just the whole the space, it's like, if you don't focus on this for such amounts of time, then you won't be successful. It's just like, you really, like,
I think you just have to. The only time where you need to, like, be solely focused on, like, your business or, like, make money or whatever is those initial starting stages in the beginning of your journey.
Yeah.
When you're, like, reframing your mindset around, like, not having to go to college or not having to get a job, and, like, making
phone thoughts, guys, late at night, midnight, just talking about life.
But once you've, like, established yourself enough to the point where you know it's never gonna be a